Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I share videos on the latest tech and helpful tips. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe. Now let's get started.
Adding FXP files to FL Studio is a common task for producers looking to expand their sound design capabilities, but it's important to understand that FL Studio itself doesn't directly import FXP files in the same way it handles samples or project files. Instead, FXP files are preset files specifically designed for VST, Virtual Studio Technology, plugins, meaning the loading process occurs within the VST plugin's interface, not FL Studio's main browser or mixer. To begin, you first need to identify which VST plugin the FXP file is intended for. For instance, an FXP preset made for Serum will only work with the Serum plugin, and an FXP for Silent One will only function with Silent One. Attempting to load an FXP into an incorrect plugin will result in an error or simply not work, so ensuring compatibility is your crucial first step. Once you've determined the correct plugin, open FL Studio and load an instance of that specific VST onto a channel rack. This can be done by clicking the Add button on the channel rack and selecting your desired VST from the list, or by dragging it from the browser's plugin database. With the VST plugin open, your next step is to navigate its internal interface to find the preset loading mechanism. This is where the process can vary significantly from one VST to another, as each developer designs their plugin's user interface differently. Generally, you'll be looking for buttons or menus labeled Load Preset, Browse, Preset Manager, Menu, Bank, or an icon that signifies file loading, often a small folder icon or a downward-pointing arrow. For many popular synthesizers like Serum, Silent One, or Spire, you'll typically find a dedicated area at the top or bottom of the plugin's window for managing presets. Click on the appropriate button or menu option to open a file browser dialog. This dialog will allow you to navigate through your computer's file system. Locate the folder where you have saved your FXP files. It's a good practice to keep your downloaded presets organized in a dedicated folder for easy access, perhaps within your main samples or presets directory. Once you've found the specific FXP file you wish to load, select it and click Open or Load. The VST plugin should then immediately load the new sound, and you'll notice the parameters and settings within the plugin's interface change to reflect the new preset. You can now play the sound using your MIDI controller or by programming notes in the piano roll. If the plugin offers a save option for presets, be cautious, as sometimes saving an FXP from within a VST might convert it to the plugin's native preset format, e.g., a.fxb for some older VSTs or a proprietary format, rather than overwriting the original .fxp file. It's always best to keep original FXP files untouched. Remember, the key takeaway here is that FXP files are handled by the VST itself, not FL Studio directly. Always ensure the correct VST is loaded, and then use its internal functions to browse and load your desired FXP presets to unlock a vast world of new sounds. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing for more FL Studio tips and tutorials.